Hey, this is Jay, and for this quick bite, we're going to learn how to build the table of oxoanions, or as I like to call it, the table of stuff you ate. We build it right off the periodic table, so let's start there. We begin by focusing on the upper right area, starting at the first period 2 p subshell elements, boron, carbon, etc. For the base of our table, we'll follow the stair-step pattern that marks the border of our metals and nonmetals, and we'll count off 4 rows. The pattern for these rows is 3, 4, 3, 2, which are the number of elements in each row. Every element in our table can combine with some number of oxygen atoms to form an oxoanion. We just have to figure out with how many and what its charge will be. Finding out how many oxygen form each oxoanion is pretty easy. We just need to identify these 5 central elements here. These 5 will combine with 4 oxygen atoms each to form their anions that end with ATE. Phosphate, sulfate, arsenate, selenate, and tellerate. All the rest of the elements in our table combine with 3 oxygen to form their anions. Borate, carbonate, nitrate, and so on. Figuring out the charge for each oxoanion is a bit more tricky, but it isn't too bad. The 3 in group 7a have a -1 charge, just like their single element ions. Likewise, the 3 in group 6a have a -2 charge. Group 5a is where it gets a bit tricky. Phosphorus and arsenic do have a -3 charge like you'd expect, but nitrate at the very top has a -1 charge. That oddball nitrate does help us figure out the rest of the charges though. Stepping backward from nitrate, we get carbonate with a -2 charge and borate with a -3 charge. So across the top of our table we see a -1, -2, and -3, just backwards. And finally silicate, right below carbonate, has the same charge. Both are at -2. And there you have it. We fully constructed our oxoanion table. I recommend practicing the steps to recreate this table so that you can do it whenever you need to. And someday, you'll be able to just glance at the full periodic table and immediately just see this table form in your head like it was second nature. I've been Jay, and thanks for joining me for this quick bite.